Hi there, my name is Sean. Thank you so much for choosing this beginner chair strength training workout. I'm excited to work with you today, excited to burn some calories together and make our bodies feel great. But to do that, we're gonna need a few different things. First of all, you need a chair that's solid to the ground that won't slip at all. So make sure underneath it, there's nothing that makes it slide. And then you need a space that's free and clear of any debris so that you don't trip on anything. A set of light dumbbells that are appropriate for your fitness level. And of course, you need water. Now, staying hydrated is so key, and then making sure you listen to your body throughout the workout. I want to challenge you, I want you to challenge yourself, but make sure you listen to your body. Oh, and we might get little Molly here to join us for class every once in a while, so try not to let her get too distracting if she does come into the picture, but welcome Molly. All right, I'm gonna get the timer going here, and we are going to have a seat on that chair, right on the edge, sit up nice and tall, and we're gonna start simple with a basic march. Get that body warmed up, okay? Just marching in place. Beautiful. Now wide. Nice and tall, real easy, come back narrow to collapse right away when you're sitting down. So try and think about it, and I'll cue you throughout class to keep that chest lifted, go wide, and roll those shoulders back and stay strong throughout the core. Go narrow. Good. One more wide, and then we'll add those arms, okay? And narrow. Pump those arms, trying to get the fluid moving throughout the whole body, all those joints. Now go wide. Now you can go with the music, you can work at your own pace. This is your workout. Go narrow. We'll do 4 of each. 2 and 1. Wide. 4. Perfect. 4. Keep smiling. It sure does add to a workout. You want to equate exercise with joy, especially if you want to do this rest of your life. Just 2 more sets right here. 1 more. All right, go ahead and stop there. Bring your feet back together. Reset yourself if you found yourself really collapsing to lift up tall, lift through the chest, hands right on the top of the thighs, and we're heel dinks to the front right here. Heel. Now your goal is to try and get your toes pointed straight up to the ceiling. So flex that foot so you can feel a little stretch in the back of that lower leg, the calf muscle area. Okay, now take this into a V, nice and wide. That's it, that's it. Are you sitting up tall still? Perfect. All right, bring it back narrow, here we go. Nice and tall again. And are you ready to add those arms? Add those arms. Now you can go fast, you can go slow, you can go higher. You do what you want. This is your workout. Get creative, have fun with it. If the arms are too much, bring them back to the thighs and let them rest. Hopefully you're starting to feel, bring it narrow, that body weight, the body temperature to start to rise a little bit. Purpose of a warm-up, get the body ready for what it's about to do. Increase that internal temperature, lubricate the joints, and be ready for the exercise components, which are coming very quickly. Go ahead and stop there. Reset yourself if you need to. We're gonna open the chest, keep those thumbs up, sit up nice and tall. Oh, isn't that nice? We are forward so much in life, collapsing here. Whether you're on the computer, you're on your phone, you're cooking, just activities that we do in daily life cause us to be forward. And so these types of exercises are so important. So open up, nice and big, feel that stretch from shoulder to shoulder. Now lower the arms, and I want a big shoulder roll, big roll backwards. And that helps you also reset. So let's open the chest again. Nice. And release, roll those shoulders, big roll. Are you staying strong in the core when you're doing all these movements? Open the chest one more time. Release and roll those shoulders. Oh, good. All right. Now hip opener. So you're gonna lift up your right leg, lift, you're gonna open, you're gonna close, and you're gonna lower. It's a small movement, it's not real big, and we're just alternating sides, okay? We're just gonna do a few repetitions on each side to open the hip joints just a little bit, and again, get the fluid moving in those joints. You have 2 more on each side. Lift, small, open, close and lower, lift, open, close and lower. 1 more each side. Lift, open, close and lower. Last time. Good. How's that posture? Now that was your warm up. What I'd like you to do is get some water, find it, take a few swigs, and remember to stay hydrated. Now, you don't have to just take water breaks when I do. At any time, get some water. What's key is you don't wait till you're thirsty, because if you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So it's important to drink plenty of water before your workout, drink water during your workout, and of course, keep drinking water throughout the day. Lots of water. It's incredible what just being hydrated does for the body. Okay, so the first exercise is without the dumbbells still. What we're gonna do is a leg extension with a foot drag. So your right foot first, you're gonna lift, extend as far as you can, and hold this here. Now I want you to contract the muscles in the top of the thigh. The quadriceps is what they're called. Contract, contract. I want you to put your heel into the ground and then drag that foot back in. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Lift just slightly, extend the leg, flex your toe, pull your toes towards you. Feel those muscles tighten in the thighs, lower, and then drag. This engages the back of the thigh or the hamstring. Drag them on the ground, all right? Now that we've done one on each side, let's put some tempo to it. It's lift, extend, drop, and drag. Lift, extend, drop, and drag. Good. Lift slightly, extend and flex, lower and drag it. Now I'm not using the music right now, obviously, because I really want you to focus more on doing this correctly and thinking about contracting those muscles and getting the most out of each movement. Sometimes when you go tempo with music, it can take you out of that concentration, and you want to keep it to get the most of these movements. Again, lift, extend, flex them strong, lower, and then drag, and do it again. Now do one more on each side. Good. Are you still sitting up tall? Chest lifted, and drag. One more on the left. Lift, extend and flex, lower, engage, and drag those feet back together. Perfect. The next exercise, we're going from lower body to upper body, so you need to turn and grab your dumbbells if they're underneath your chair. And this is a Cobra front raise. All right, so again, sitting on the edge of the chair, posture is key, especially when you add weight to that, okay? So we're gonna open up, lift through the chest, roll those shoulders back into that Cobra position, and then reach those arms forward and bring them together, touching those dumbbells right out in front of you. Now notice, they're not higher than my chin, they're right level with the shoulders, and then I'm gonna lower, okay? We're gonna go up 2 counts, down 2 counts, taking your time. Ready? Let's go. Lift for 2, lower for 2. If you need to go slower, absolutely fine. Lift and lower. Now I'm gonna slow a few down. Slow. Want to squeeze at the top and lower. Take your time. Keep those shoulders rolled back and down. Lift. How's that feeling? It's amazing that light dumbbells can feel so heavy sometimes, isn't it? But make sure you're opening that chest when you drop those arms and lift. Now you have just about 3 more reps. So stay strong and keep going with me. And remember, you are doing good things for your body right now. One more time. One more time. And lower. All right, good work. Now the next one is going to be a single arm bicep curl. Now your goal is to be able to do this with at least 1 dumbbell, but you may not be able to do that. So you can obviously do this with no dumbbells and focus on the contraction. If you want the challenge, you can certainly use the 2 dumbbells as well, but I'm going to focus on the 1. And obviously, most of our exercises you can do standing. This one I do want you to do seating. So you're going to put your hand on your thigh for your left, for your right hand and leg, and then you're going to put the other arm anchored into your inner thigh. Extending that arm fully, we're just going to lift and lower. We're going to do 12 to 15 reps. Ready? Let's go. Lift and lower. That's it. Again, trying to stay tall and long with your spine. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. That's good, good. Switch it around. Let's count backwards. We have 5 left. 5. We'll get 15 on each side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, and we're switching sides. So just put the weight in the other side. Anchor that elbow right into the inner thigh and supporting yourself on the other leg. Extend fully. Lift and lower. 2, 3. Great. 5. Let's switch and count backwards from 10. Now you got 10. Now you don't want to over grip your dumbbell. So nice light grip on those dumbbells. I think we're at 7. 6 when you talk. It makes it a little bit harder to count. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Okay, we have 1 more set on each side. So go ahead and switch arms again. Anchor that elbow right into the thigh. Extend fully on each repetition. And nice long spine. Let's curl. Lift and lower. 2, 3. How are you feeling? Listen to your body. 5, 6. Great. 7, 8, 9. Now let's switch and count back from 5. We've done 10. 5, 4, 3. Good. 2, and 1. 1 more set. Other side. Switch hands. Anchor strong into the thigh. Extend fully. Long spine and curl. You got 15. 14. This is you. You got this. This is the last set of these. Oh. 11. 10. 9. Are you extending all the way at the top of that curl? Flexing those biceps. 5. 4. 3. Good. 2, and 1. Perfect. Now, the next exercise we're going to do, you need to have both dumbbells. So go ahead and pick up that other dumbbell. If you need water, grab some water. Actually, I'll grab water with you. Carefully set those weights down. Get some water. This next exercise, you can do standing. So, you're going to see me actually turn in my chair, and these exercises that I'm doing seated first, the next time we go through them, I'm going to go ahead and stand and show you those standing options, but you can always stand if you're used to doing these exercises as well. So bend over and pick up those dumbbells. Now this next one is a hip hinge with a row and a tricep extension. So you're going to hinge at the hips, sit up tall, hinge forward, your hands go to the sides of your body, and you're going to pull those elbows in. Try and keep your elbows close to your ribs. So I like to say salsa up the ribs. You pull them in and up and back, and then extend those arms behind you, okay? Now you stay there. I'm gonna turn sideways so that you can see my profile while I do this. So my back is nice and flat, extended, lift through the elbows, and extend straight back, lower, and extend the arms, okay? So with the music, ready? Here we go. Lift, back, in, and lower. Good. Now on that extension, you really want to try and flex those muscles in the back of the arm. Flex them as tight as you can. So now we're working the back of the shoulders, the biceps, and the triceps all at once. It's a great exercise. I'm going to turn back front with you here. Row, extend, bend, and lower. You have 2 more, just 2 more. Those eyes are on the ground about 3 to 4 feet in front of you. Last one. Great, and relax. Release. If you need to shake those arms out, roll the shoulders. We're gonna do that one more time. Another set, okay? So bring yourself to the edge of the chair, lift up tall through the spine, engage that core, hinge forward, arms down at your side, tempo, here we go, row, row, extend, bend, and then lower. Good. Now, if this is too many repetitions for you, remember, you can do this without weights. Just set those weights down. Or, if you need to take a break at any time, please listen to your body. This is all about you. We want nothing more than for you to get the most out of each of these classes that you take. Starting to feel that in your shoulders a little bit maybe? Back of the arms, triceps? That's okay. You don't want pain, but a little discomfort and fatigue might be settling in those muscles as you get towards the end of that second set of repetitions that we're doing. You have 2 more. And last one. Lift, row, back, and down. Okay. Carefully turn and set those weights down at your side underneath the chair. We're moving from shoulder and arm work now to abdominal work. We're going to do some crunches. They're single leg crunches, so just tune in. Hands go behind the head. If you can keep them there, great. You can also put them in front of the shoulders. And the goal is to take your ribs and draw them down towards your hip bones and then lift and release while you lift one leg. So it looks like this. Crunch. Now, take your time on these and really focus on trying to crunch those abdominal muscles each time you do this, okay? So, we're gonna alternate sides. Ready? Let's go. Don't worry about the music. Lift and crunch and lower. Lift and crunch and lower. Really draw that belly button in towards the spine and up into the rib cage and draw those ribs down towards your hip bones, contracting them as much as you possibly can every time you lift the leg. Now, if the leg lift is too much for you, you can absolutely do this with a nice exhale without those leg lifts, okay? Maybe just try a couple every once in a while. After a few reps, and then release and relax your legs and focus just on the upper body. Each time trying to lift the body all the way up, extend, and then crunch and draw that navel in towards the spine. Good work. Now you have 1 more on each side and go ahead and release. Good. Good time maybe to get some water again and be ready for our next set. Okay? Reset yourself, and Molly may come back and join us here. She's trying to decide if she wants to be a part of the workout or not. Hands coming up, and go ahead, crunch and lower. Again, the music's not important. However, if we're going too slow and you feel like you can do this and do it well at a little faster speed, by all means you can use the music. I know if you have a music background, not being on the beat can drive some people bananas. I'm with you there. But remember, this isn't about the music. This is about you getting the most out of these movements. So you really want to focus on perfect execution of each movement to get the most out of it. So reminder, draw those ribs towards the hip bone and sit up nice and tall each time. And then contract as tight as you can in your abdominal region, okay? Lift and crunch. Lift and crunch. You have just a few more. You got this. You got this. Nice exhale. Every time you crunch, always have that air moving, holding your breath. Not a good thing to do with your exercise, and you need to keep that oxygen moving all the time. And finish it up. Stop right there. Roll those shoulders back. Sit up nice and tall. You are doing great. We have one more exercise, and then we're gonna repeat all of them. You know them, now you can do them one more time, do them even better than you did the first time. So the next exercise, actually go ahead and sit back on your chair a little bit. It's gonna be a glute squeeze. You're gonna squeeze the gluteal muscles, or the tush, the muscles in your butt, as hard as you can. You're gonna release, and then we're gonna bring those arms in, and we're gonna squeeze those hands together as tight as you can for what we call an isometric contraction for your chest, okay? So, alternating one and the other. Let's bring those arms in, and squeeze, release, and squeeze the glutes as tight as you can, and release. Bring those arms in, squeeze and press, breathe, arms come down, and squeeze the glutes as tight as you can, and release. Good, good. So find your rhythm, what works good for you, and continue to breathe. Press, release, and now squeeze the glutes together. Yeah, good work. Together, squeeze, get those chest muscles engaged, and release, and squeeze the butt as tight as you can. You know, so many issues in our bodies come from weak gluteal muscles, the muscles in the backside. So it's so important to work these muscles whenever you can. And there are some fantastic exercises you can do to keep your glutes strong. Squeeze and breathe. This is a great one to do right when you're sitting in your chair. You can do this in the car. You can do this at the dinner table. You can do it standing in the kitchen when you're cooking. Just squeeze those gluteal muscles as tight as you can. So lots of options for you to engage exercise and regular activities of daily living. Oh, squeeze them tight and release, and a glute squeeze and release. Bring them together and release. Squeeze the glutes last time. Ah, right there. You did fantastic. That is round one. So we have one more round to go. This time, I'm going to stand next to the chair and give that option, but feel free to stay in the chair if you would like to for each of the exercises that are appropriate. For this next one, it's the leg extension with the heel drag. So you want to make sure you're close to the chair so that you can use it for balance if you need it. And you're going to lift the leg. You're going to extend it. Remember, point your toes to the ceiling, flex the front of the thigh, drop your heel, and then drag it in. And then switch legs. Working at your own pace, alternating sides. Here we go. It's lift, extend, flex that muscle in the front of the thigh, drop it to the ground, and drag it back. Extend your opposite leg, flex, drop. You'll have to bend that knee to drop, and then drag it in and release. Lift, extend, drop, and drag it in. Great. Lift, extend, drop, a little squat there for you, and drag it in. And other leg, lift, extend. How tight can you squeeze those muscles in the front of the thigh? Lower, and together. One more on each side. Lift, extend, lower, bring them together, and lift. Other side, extend, drop, and bring them in. Good. Shake it out. We're going to do one more set. Ready? With the music or at your own pace, you choose. It's lift, extend, flex, pull your toes towards you, lower, and then drag it in. Again, lift, extend, lower, heel to the floor, press it in, and drag it in. Good. Lift, extend, and then drag it in, bending that knee as you pull it in. Great work, you're almost there. Lift, extend, lower, drag it in, bending that knee, bringing your feet together, and stand. Two more on each side. Lift, extend, lower, then drag your feet together. Good. Such a great engagement for those hamstrings or the muscles in the back of the thigh. Woo. And you also get a nice stretch in the back of the thigh when you extend and then lower. Now pull those muscles together. Good. Standing up nice and tall each time. This is it. Last one. Bring them back together. Good. Now shake it out. You need your dumbbells for the next set of exercises. So carefully squat down. Pick up those those dumbbells underneath your chair. We have the Cobra with the front raise. Now, staggered stance. So your feet are under your hips and you just take 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. And this is a nice solid base, but again, feel free to sit in your chair if you need to do this. So open up the chest, and we're gonna lift 2 down 2 to the front of the body, level with the shoulders. Here we go. Lift, together, and lower. That's it. Lower and lift and open that chest up. Now, real easy to wanna let momentum take over and start to swing these. You really wanna control the movement, okay? Lift, together, lower. Everything on purpose. How engaged is your core right now? It's amazing, but very true, that exercises or movements in other parts of the body, and the arms and the legs, are actually easier if your core is engaged the way it's supposed to. So always keep that core engaged. It also protects the spine and protects the joints when we have that movement stemming from the center of the body. And breathing is important. One more. Up. And down. Release. Roll those shoulders back. We have one more set just like that. Okay? Now if you want to switch legs, you can do that. Or you can keep them the way that they were. A nice staggered stance. Make sure your feet are on train tracks. Let's go. Up. Together. And open. Still smiling, I hope? You should be, because you don't have too much time left. I think there's about 7-8 minutes. Oh, even less. Come on. Lift and lower. This is you. You got it. Woo, that fatigue. You starting to feel a little bit? Good. You can lower the range of motion. You don't have to come all the way up if you can't. We got one more. Finish strong. And lower and release. Okay, next one is that single arm bicep curl. Now, have a seat with this one. Put one weight under your chair carefully. Anchor in. Extend that arm. One set on each side. Here we go. Extend and lower. Lift and lower. Curl. So again, very important, full range of motion. Don't worry about keeping beat to the music. Work at your own pace. And breathe. Every time you bring that dumbbell into the chest, you curl it up. Let the air come out of the body. Beautiful. You have 4. Come on. 3. Keep smiling. 2 and 1. Good. Switch sides. Anchor into the thigh. Set that other arm on the leg. And, oh, there's Molly. Oh, does she want to stay? No, I think she wants to go again. Come here, Molly. No, she's too interested in something underneath a piece of furniture. Lift and lower. Come on. Up. Isn't it amazing how much joy dogs, pets bring into a home? I tell you what. We got her about 6 months ago, and the joy that she has brought to our house, I can't even put into words. Life is good with pets, I'll tell you that. I think most of you would probably agree with that. Pets and exercise, too many things better. Put those two together. Life is good. Come on, squeeze, squeeze. And 4 to go, and you're done. 4, 3, come on. 2 and 1. Great work. Okay. Next we have the row with the tricep extension. So you need that other dumbbell. Turn around and pick that dumbbell up. And I told you I would show you these standing when it was appropriate. So, stagger stance again. Hinge forward. We're going to row with an extension. Just one set. Because I know that your shoulders are likely getting tired. Your biceps we just worked. So just one set on this round. Here we go. Up, extend, back, and down. Keep that core nice and strong. Good, and keep the air moving. Hang in there. You have a few minutes of hard work left, and then we'll stretch and you're done. Always want to try and finish. Finish strong. Do your best all the way up into the end. You have just a few to go. Oh yeah, muscles might be talking now. Starting to feel that a little bit? That's a good thing. Don't want pain, but they should talk to you a little bit. You bring yourself to that slight place of fatigue, and that's your muscles responding. They're gonna come back, respond, and stronger. And that's what we want. Stay strong as we age. And stop right there. Okay, now we have the single leg crunch. You can set your dumbbells down on the floor carefully under your chair. And now you can do this in your chair again, or you can do this standing. This is a balance exercise, so have your chair close to you. Hands come up, and we crunch and lower. Crunch and lower. Big exhale. Crunch and lower. If it's too much balancing on one leg, feel free to have a seat, or you might want to put a hand down on that chair to make sure you feel solid and safe. Are you drawing those ribs down to the hip bone, drawing that navel in towards the spine, standing up tall each time? Really focusing on right here. Crunch. And make those muscles contract. One more each side. That's it. Okay, go ahead and have a seat. We have one last exercise and we're gonna stretch it out. The glute squeeze. Squeeze the glutes so the backside is tight as you can. Release, bring the hands together. Chest press, isometric, breathe, release. Squeeze the butt, that backside, and bring the hands together. And squeeze, release, arms come together, and push with each hand against each other. Squeeze again, release, and together. One more, each one. And last time. Oh, nice work. How do you feel? I hope you feel good. I hope you feel like you've just done great things for your body, that you've worked it. A little fatigue, like I said, is okay. And we're gonna stretch now. So go ahead and bring your body, one cheek off the chair, one cheek on the chair. And one foot goes behind. You're gonna open that hip flexor and squeeze that muscle of the backside that's off the chair as tight as you can. And then if you wanna lift up, nice and strong, finish strong, all the way up into the very end, and release. One more time. Oh, isn't that nice? Now these are some of the tightest muscles in the body, your hip flexors. Take advantage of these stretches. Switch sides. Open and lift tall. And release. Good. Open. And release. Good. Let's do a few chest openers. Shoulder rolls. Open the chest. Thumbs go up. Nice, big, tall, seated position. Release and roll those shoulders back. Smile, even if it's fake, smile. You know, you can fake yourself into joy, into happiness by putting a smile on your face, because it communicates to the brain. It's a crazy thing, but it's so true. And release and roll. You got one more. Open, thumbs up, and release, and a big roll. That was incredible. I cannot thank you enough for joining me today for this beginner strength training chair workout, and I hope to see you again soon. Again, this is Sean signing out. Have a fantastic rest of your day.